So beginning in child's pose, first one of the night, might feel a little stiff, so maybe your forehead doesn't quite comfortably touch your mat. That's okay. Of course, you can always lift your hips up, or you can bend your elbows, place your head in your hands, or stack one fist on top of the other. But just as we would want our body to relax in Shavasana, we really want to relax here as well, letting go of any tension along the back of the body. This should feel like a gentle little stretch for our spine. And we still want to breathe deeply, so really expand the rib cage out to the side. Think about breathing into your upper back. And let your mind relax as much as possible. And now lift your head up slightly so we can walk our hands out if they're not already there. Find a little bit more length down the back of the body, a little more space between the shoulder blades. Let your forehead hang down towards the mat between your arms. And then walk your hands towards the right corner of your room. Press back and down into the left hip. So where the left back pocket of your jeans would be, I want you to reach through that area, reach through your fingertips, feel that gentle stretch along the left side of the rib cage. And then come back through center and walk your hands all the way over to the left side of the room. Sit back into the right hip now. And come back into the center, and let's just walk our hands in towards our torso, rolling the shoulders back, stacking them over the hips, and do a couple shoulder rolls, moving gently, really squeezing the shoulder blades back and together. And then the opposite direction. All right, so from here, let's just gently lower our chin down to our chest. Find more length in the back of the neck. Roll your left ear towards your left shoulder, and then tuck the chin in slightly. So sometimes we tend to lead with the chin far away, but we'll get a little bit more stretch if we pull the chin back. So we're really feeling this in the space under our right ear. Bring the chin to center and opposite side. Good. Let's come on back. Left ear, left shoulder this side. This time pick up the right hand, flex it, press through the palm. Feel that stretch down the length of your arm. Good. Bring the right hand to the lap, chin to the chest, opposite side. Right ear, right shoulder. Flex the left hand, press the palm away. Good. Release hand to the lap, chin to the chest, lift the head back up, roll the shoulders out. And then bring your hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, reach the thumbs away from your tailbone as you open the chest and look upwards. And release, bring the hands in front of the shoulders, reach through the knuckles, round the back, drop your chin down towards your chest, look towards your lap. Good, let's sit on up. Spine is nice and tall. Bring your hands to your lap. Keep the left hand there. We're going to lift our right arm up, over the shoulder and back towards your heels. Look over the right shoulder towards the back of your mat. And let's switch sides. Right hand back to center. Left arm up as if you're doing the backstroke. Bring it all the way up and back down towards the toes, looking behind you. Good, and back to center. Excellent, let's walk forward onto our hands and knees. Make sure the knees are under the hips, the hands under the shoulders. Time for a couple cat-cows. So exhale, really round the back of the body. Draw the abs in, bring the chin towards the chest and look back towards your toes. Inhale, arch the back, look upwards. So exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Moving at your own pace. Let's do one more. And then come to a neutral spine. So now let's add the arm and leg to continue to build strength and heat throughout the body. So inhale, right arm, left leg, nice and long. Exhale, bend the knee and elbow. Use the abs, tuck the chin. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Good. On your next inhale, let's hold the arm and leg out. Or if you want to try a variation, bend the left knee, reach back with the right hand, reach for the foot, and lift it up if you can. All right, so this is a little bit of a back bend, so it may be too early in our practice to move into this, but if you've got a hold of the foot, that's great. If you're still reaching for it tonight, you're still building strength through that glute and hamstring that are lifted. If your arm and leg are out, you're still building strength. So any variation is good. Let's take one more breath. And bring the hand and knee back down to the floor. Good job. Let's switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee and elbow together. Good. On your next inhale, let's hold it. Or try the variation on this side, bending the right leg, reaching back with the left hand. Maybe lifting up slightly. Take one more breath. And release that hand and knee down to the floor. Excellent job. Let's curl the toes under, press through the palms, come up into our first downward dog of the evening. Rooting down through our heels, maybe pedaling our heels one at a time, feeling that stretch through the calves, through the hamstrings, the lower back. Let the head and neck relax. Gently look left and right, up and down, creating some space along the length of the neck. And now let's tiptoe our feet forward, come to our forward fold. Upper body is nice and relaxed, draped forward over the thighs. We're looking towards our legs. And continuing to breathe deeply. Let's press through the soles of the feet, round up, stack the back. Come towards the top of the mat if you're not there already. We'll begin our sun salutations. So feet are under the hips, toes pointing forward. Let's move with our breath. Inhaling, exhaling, palms together. Inhale, lift the arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips all the way down to the mat. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhale, left leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower, knees, chest, and forehead, or chaturanga. Inhale, slide forward, press to the palms, lift the chest as you look upwards. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. Exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release, arms by the sides. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhale, right leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, press to the palms, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release, arms by the sides. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower, knees, chest, forehead, or chaturanga. Inhale, slide forward, press to the palms, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release, arms by the side, shoulders back and away from the ears. Let's take our right foot, step back for triangle. Hips, shoulders, chest towards the right edge of the mat. Arms up at shoulder height, inhaling. Exhaling, sliding that left hand towards the top of the mat and then hinging sideways directly over the left leg, finding that nice long line down the length of the arms, the stretch to the right side of the body and the left inner thigh. Notice your breath. Even it out. Let's inhale and exhale. Come all the way up. Arms down to our sides. We're going to rotate our hips and our right foot towards the top of the mat for pyramid. So shoulders are back. Create that long line down the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Hinge forward. So our back is flat. Pause when you feel that left hamstring begin to stretch. And hold it there, breathing deeply, noticing if you can relax the other muscles that wrap around the thighs and hips. Maybe you can relax the back and sink down a little bit deeper. Now we're not compromising our legs, we're keeping our feet glued to the mat, our knees are soft. We're just gently relaxing deeper into the posture. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop the hands down towards your foot, ankle, or mat, and round forward. Bring your face towards your left leg. Gently reach the crown of your head down towards your toes. If you want to intensify this, if your hands are already on the mat, you can walk them further away from your body, or you can actually flip them around and walk them back, pulling yourself a little bit closer to the thigh. Let's all plant our right hand down on the mat under the right shoulder or along the left calf, or I should say shin or foot. So just anchor that right hand on the leg or on the mat, press through the palms so we can lift our left arm up, opening the chest towards the left edge of our mat, rolling the left shoulder back, stacking it over the right for that revolved triangle, feeling that stretch down the outside of the left thigh, maybe even into the upper left calf or into the lower back on the left side. So the rotation comes from the chest and shoulders, not from the head and neck. So our chin should still be in line with the center of our own chest. Let's take one more breath. And then exhale our left hand back down towards the mat. From here, we're going to move into pyramid pose. Oh no, we already did the pyramid. We're in pyramid now. Sorry guys. We're moving into warrior 3. I know everybody's groaning if I could only hear you. Okay, so we're going to inch our hands forward just a little bit so we can shift our weight forward into that left foot, peeling the right foot off of the mat, little by little, flexing that foot, lifting the heel up, up, up in line with the hips. Once we've got that right leg lifted, can we inch our fingertips off the mat and bring our torso up in line as well, creating a straight line down the length of our body. Draw your abs in, press through the right heel, really activating not only the right hamstring and glute, but the supporting leg. The left outer glute, the medial glute should really be working hard here. Let's take one more breath. And exhale, lower the right foot down next to the left and fold forward. Let your whole body relax. Think about becoming a rag doll. Just let everything just melt down towards the thighs. Take a couple nice deep breaths. And now gently round up, slowly stacking the back. Bring the shoulders over the hips, lift the chin off the chest. And let's hold it here in mountain pose for a couple breaths. So we should all feel a bit warmer after a couple of those. So let's take a nice deep breath, roll the shoulders back, and we're going to start fresh on the opposite side of the triangle. So our left foot now steps back, hip, shoulders, and chest rotate towards the left edge of the mat. Arms are extended as we inhale. Exhale, reach the right fingertips towards the top of the mat and hinge sideways directly over the right leg, keeping the knees soft, so not locked, not bent. Relax the quads, the inner thighs, the hamstrings, and feel that stretch through the outside, the left side of the torso, the right inner thigh. Inhale, exhale, press through the feet, lift the arms and torso up, rotate the torso towards the top of the mat and the back foot. So our feet are parallel, railroad tracks, not tightrope. Okay, so the feet are still in line with our hips. Bring the hands to the waist, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Again, stopping when you feel that right hamstring begin to stretch. Relax the other muscles. We don't want to fight against our own body here. Maybe we can sink down a little bit more. And exhale, release. Drop the hands down to the foot, the shin, or the mat, rounding forward, pulling your chin towards your chest, reaching the crown down towards your toes. All right, let's keep the left hand under the left shoulder, or maybe on top of the right foot or along the right shin. Root into the left hand to open the right hand all the way up towards the sky, stacking the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and breathing into that right hamstring and medial glute, all the way along that thigh. Exhale, right hand comes back down. Walk the hands out just ahead of the right foot, because remember, we're creating space for our body to move into. We're shifting the weight forward for our warrior 3, peeling the left foot off the floor, flexing it and lifting it up in line with the hips. Maybe inching our fingertips off the mat, lifting our shoulders in line with the leg. Breathing deeply. Now bring your awareness to the lower back. We've talked about this in our classes before. Imagine you have a glass of water balanced on the lower back. So we oftentimes lift that left hip towards the sky, but we really need to keep both hip points facing down towards the mat to flatten out that section of back. So feel free to bring your hand or both hands to that area to remind the body to keep it even. Let's take one more breath and then gently lower our left foot down next to the right. Round forward all the way, drop the fingertips, pull the chin towards the chest and breathe. Right, from our forward fold here, we're going to lift into chair pose, Utkatasana. So let's inhale, sweep the arms forward and up to shoulder height as we bend our knees and reach the tailbone back into our low squat, our chair pose. You can keep the arms extended, bring them into your heart, your choice. Once you're there, tuck the tailbone slightly. Breathe. Good, hands down to the mat, and we're gonna step back to plank, hips down, in line with the body, abs drawn in, one deep breath, and exhale, bend the elbows, come through your chaturanga, maybe hold it here for a breath, and then come all the way down, abdomen flat on the mat. We're gonna take a little break, stack one hand on top of the other, rest your cheek on top, and breathe deeply. Let your body relax, let your big toes touch and your heels roll away from one another. All right, so bring your forehead to the top of your hands. We're going to move into Cobra Prep, but we're going to do this a little bit differently tonight. So instead of hovering our hands under our shoulders like we usually would, I'm trying to rotate so you guys can actually see me. We're going to slide our hands out to the side, and just the fingertips will be rested on the floor. So your feet will not be up like mine. I just don't have enough space to lay flat. But the idea, just like we do in our prep with our hands lifted, is that we're really isolating the lower back. So this is just a variation. So hands are wide, but in line with the shoulders. And let's all lift up on our next inhale. So lift the face, neck, chest. You can press into the fingertips and use the lower back to come up a little bit higher. All right, so let's hold it here, breathing deeply. All right, let's come down just a hair, and then I'd like you to lower your left shoulder towards the mat. So we're rotating the spine and looking towards the right edge of the room or the mat. Keeping the right shoulder lifted, and then lift the chest back up, even it out. Opposite side, right shoulder down towards the floor, look to your left. A little stretch through the upper back. Let's come back to center and come all the way down. Excellent job. So stack one hand on top of the other, rest your cheek on top, relax on your abdomen. And now we'll move into our traditional cobra. So slide the hands under the shoulders this time, elbows bent, tucked in next to the rib cage. Bring the toes and the heels together. Keep that connection down the length of the legs. Starting with the muscles of the lower back, let's inhale, lift the face, neck, and chest up. Now press through the center of the palm. Use the triceps to come up a little bit higher, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky, tilting the chin up slightly. Bring the gaze all the way up towards that space where your wall meets your ceiling. Finding length through the front of the body. increasing our mobility and our range of motion through the back of the body. Let's take one more breath and come down with the same control. So use the triceps to ease the chest down until the lower back muscles can take over, and gradually lower the chest the rest of the way. Stack your hands, rest your cheek on top, let the heels roll away from one another, relaxing. Notice your breath. Even it out if it needs it. All right, let's slide our hands under our shoulders, press into the palms, come up onto our hands and knees. So walk the knees in if they're not under the hips yet. And we're just going to do a couple cat-cows, totally your own pace. Notice if one direction needs a little bit more attention, so maybe really arching the back here, looking back towards your knees feels good. Should after those back bends. So again, just move gently. You can also move side to side, thinking about bringing your outer shoulder towards your hips, feeling a little cinch of the waist and more of a stretch on the opposite side of the body. Excellent job. Let's come into downward facing dog now. Gently shake the head left and right, up and down, breathing deeply. And take a nice big step forward with the right foot. Bring it between your hands, adjust with your hands if you need to. But our hips are down and forward. We have that alignment of knee over ankle, pressing back through the left heel, and breathing deeply. Keep the left hand where it is. We'll move into our revolved lunge, so our right hand reaches up as we rotate our chest towards the right inner thigh. Long line down the length of your arms. Hips have not moved. And exhale, right hand back down to the floor. From here, let's lift into our high lunge. You can adjust the back leg if you need to, knee or heel down to the mat for more support. Press deeply into the right foot, inch your hands off the floor, roll the shoulders back. So again, our lower body is staying steady. That right leg is not moving. We're just rolling the shoulders back. We already have a slight back bend here as well. We warmed up the lower back a bit tonight already. So let's hold it here. Your hands can rest on your thigh, out front, at your heart. Totally up to you. From our high lunge now, we're going to transition into warrior two. So again, the right leg is not moving. If your left heel's already on the mat, you're already almost there. If it's not, you're either going to pick up the knee or rotate the left heel down to the mat and bring our arms up to shoulder height. Right arm over right leg, left arm over left, keeping the shoulders directly over the hips. Just turn your head and gaze past the right fingers, pressing deeply throughout the right leg. Feeling that quad working, feeling the body warm. Flip the right hand, reach the right fingertips up, peaceful warrior. Look upwards and breathe. Good, let's come back to our warrior two. And move into extended side angle. Bring the right hand down to the mat on the outside of the right foot. Reach the left arm forward. Keep the chest open. Look up towards that left palm. If you've got a block handy, you can always use a block under the right hand, or you can just come halfway down with the right forearm on the right thigh. Let's take one more breath. Exhale, left hand down to the mat, frame your right foot, rotate the back heel so it's up towards the ceiling, and step the right leg back to downward dog. Breathe deeply. If you need a little break, you can come into child's pose for a moment. Otherwise, pedal your heels, let your head and neck relax, look side to side. And we're going to switch sides. So inhale, left foot forward, Bring it between the hands. Maybe you need to adjust it there. Rooting back, pressing through the right heel. Sometimes if it's hard to get the left foot forward, it's much easier to just walk the right foot back or hop it back, okay? So there's plenty of ways to adjust to get the proper alignment here. Keep the right hand onto the right shoulder, rotate to the left, lifting the left arm, squeeze the shoulder blades, look towards your left. Excellent. Bring the left hand down. And from here, let's lift into our high lunge. Now you know it's coming. You can put the heel down right now if you prefer, or take any variation in the right leg. But we're going to roll the shoulders back, bring them over the hips. And again, if your hands are on the left thigh, don't be pressing down too hard. It should be a light touch. Again, keeping the body centered, keeping the hips down and forward. Okay, so moving into Warrior Two, you can bring your hands down to the mat if you want for balance as you transition that right heel down to the mat, or you can give it a try from our high lunge, but we're lifting our arms up, bringing them directly over our legs, keeping the left knee bent, knee over ankle, and just turn the head, look past the left fingers. Even out the breath. Excellent. From here, Peaceful Warrior. Flip the left palm, reach the left fingertips up, drop the right hand down, reach. Find that nice side body stretch. Excellent. Let's come back to Warrior Two. And now we're moving to extended side angle. So left forearm to left thigh, or left hand down to the mat just outside the left foot, really sinking down and forward into that left leg, feeling that stretch to the inner thigh. Tilt the chin and look up towards the right palm. Excellent. Lower the right hand down to the mat. Rotate the right foot so the heel's up towards the sky, and let's step the left leg back to downward dog. Pedaling your heels, breathing deeply. Excellent. Let's continue by reaching the right heel up towards the sky just for a second, bending the knee, pulling the knee in towards the chest, and lowering it to the mat between our hands for Pigeon Pose. Relax the left leg. Open the chest, inhale, exhale, fold forward over the leg, bring the forearms down to the mat. Maybe you can lower your forehead to your hands or to a block, letting your body relax deeply. Lift the head, neck, and chest up. Bring our hands back to either side of the right knee. And if you're up for it tonight, we're going to bend the left knee, reach back with the left hand for the foot or ankle, and stretch the left quad by gently pulling the foot in towards the body. Be mindful of your hips. We don't want to fall over and sit on the right side. We still want to stay even distance above the mat. And release, left hand forward, and we'll step back to downward dog. Switching sides, left heel up, bend the knee, pull it in towards your chest, lower the knee between the hands, relax the right leg back, inhale, lift the chest, Exhale, fold forward, letting the whole body sink down deeply into the left leg. Let's inhale, head, neck, and chest up. Walk the hands back in. Plant the left hand just outside the left knee. Bending the right leg, reaching back with the right hand for the foot or ankle. Pull the foot in and breathe. Excellent. Let's release the foot down. Sit down onto the left hip and swing the right leg forward. Let's start by bringing the soles of the feet together. Let the outer thighs drop down towards the mat. Sit up nice and tall, hands resting on the ankles or feet. Inhale and exhale, lean forward. So keep the back flat, keep the chin in line with the center of the chest, and we also want a flat back of the neck, okay? So we're not craning our chin forward. Try and relax your thighs down towards the mat a little bit more. If this is becoming too easy, adjust the distance your heels are from your body. So either stretch the feet out, that will feel very different, or work on bringing them even closer. Your knees will probably pop up a little bit higher. That's okay. It'll make the stretch a little bit more fresh. Good, so let's take one more breath. And lift our body up. Excellent. Keep the right leg bent. Let's stretch out the left leg. Toes up towards the sky. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, reach forward as we fold, dropping the hands, lowering the chin towards the chest, breathing deeply. Relaxing the muscles of the leg. Maybe walking your hands a little further down the leg towards your toes. Good. Just release the leg and round up, stacking the back. Bring the shoulders back over the hips. Good. Let's switch sides. Right leg extended, left leg bent, sole the foot along the thigh or calf. Sitting up tall. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward as you fold. And let's release and round up. Good, both legs together now. Might need to pull the flesh away from your sits bones a little bit to really ground down through the hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forward as we fold. One more. Dropping our hands to the legs when we can't fold forward any further. Good, let's release and round up, stacking the back. Bend the knees. Let's engage the abs, so pull the navel in towards the spine and then lean the shoulders back. Again, we want to try and keep our torso as long as possible. Hands facing the legs. Let's lift our toes off of the mat, balancing here, boat pose. If you're up for more of a challenge, straighten one or both legs. Good job. Let's bring our feet down to the mat. Keep the abs pulled in and use them as we gently roll the upper body down. And then relax the shoulders back, relax the back of the head down to the floor. And just take a moment here. We're going to move into shoulder stand, so you're welcome to slide your mat to the wall if you'd prefer to do legs up the wall, or you can just take a couple breaths here and relax while we're in shoulder stand and plow. Totally up to you. If you're moving into shoulder stand, remember we have our arms by our sides, palms side down. Use the abs. We've been warming up to pull the knees in towards the chest, then press through the hands to lift the tailbone, bend the elbows, hands to the lower back, walk them up. And then when you're ready, straighten out the legs, lifting the toes up towards the sky. Let's take a different variation tonight rather than our scissors or our split legs. Let's bring the soles of the feet together, bend the knees out towards the sides, create a diamond shape. From here, if you want to open the feet, create a V, go for it. Or keep the feet together if that feels more balanced tonight. Straighten out the legs. And if you'd like to move into plow, go right ahead. And let's bring the palms down to the mat, bend the knees in towards your face, slide them down the front of the body, gradually lowering the back, the tailbone, and then the soles of the feet down to the mat. Take a moment here, letting your body relax, letting your back sink down deeply into the mat, and even out your breath. Now let's walk our heels in towards the glutes for bridge pose. Arms are reaching down our sides, fingertips resting on the back of the heels. Tuck the shoulder blades towards one another, take an inhale. And as you exhale, press through the soles of the feet. Lift the hips upwards. We're building strength through the hamstrings and glutes. Pull the knees in towards one another so they're in line with your hip bones. And work the adductors as well. Take one more breath, and then ease the hips down. Excellent. Now we'll open up the muscles of the face and throat and chest with fish pose. So we gently need to rock from side to side in order to tuck the hands, forearms, and elbows under the back of the body. So as close to one another and as parallel to one another as possible. Our palms are resting flat on the mat, and our hips are usually about on top of the back of our hand or maybe on the back of our wrist. So once your arms are in position, your chest should already feel quite open and lifted towards the sky. Relax the legs down to the floor, and then use your abs to lift the face, neck, and chest up. We want to come to a position where we're reclining on our forearms. Walk the elbows a little bit closer if you can. Lift up through the heart, and ease the crown of the head down to the mat behind you. So the head should make contact with the floor, but it's only holding its own weight. The arms and the palms are holding the majority of the weight of the torso. So we want to feel a nice gentle stretch through the muscles of the face, throat, and chest. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together and lifting up through the heart. On your next inhale, lift the head up, bringing your chin to your chest. And exhale, roll the upper body down. Release the arms, wiggle the fingers, and take a couple deep breaths. Let's bend the knees, lift up the right leg, place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Right hand through the legs, left hand on the outside. Draw the legs towards your chest. And release, lower the left foot down. Slide the right knee, stack it on top of the left. So bring the thighs together, arms out to the sides, and then lower your knees down towards the left side of your mat. Keep looking over your right shoulder. And let's come back through center. Bring the right foot to the mat. Lift the left leg up, left ankle to right knee, left hand through the legs, right hand on the outside. Pull the legs in. And release. And then slide the left leg on top of the right. Arms out to the sides, lower the knees to the right, and look over your left shoulder. And bring the knees back to the middle. And lower the left leg down to the left side. Right leg down to the right side. Heels about mat width apart. Flip the arms over, palms up towards the sky. Tuck the shoulder blades under and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth, open wide, exhale. And let your body relax. Your eyes closed, letting go of all outside thoughts and distractions, and bringing the awareness inwards. Let all your muscles relax. Let go of any tension or stress. And begin to bring your awareness all the way down your body to your feet. My toes, feet, and heels are releasing and relaxing. My toes, feet, and heels are released and relaxed. My ankles, calves, and knees are releasing and relaxing. My ankles, calves, and knees are released and relaxed. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are releasing and relaxing. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are released and relaxed. My abdomen and lower back are releasing and relaxing. My abdomen and lower back are released and relaxed. My fingers, hands, and wrists are releasing and relaxing. My fingers, hands, and wrists are released and relaxed. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are releasing and relaxing. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are released and relaxed. My chest, back, and shoulders are releasing and relaxing. My chest, back, and shoulders are released and relaxed. My neck, head, and face are releasing and relaxing. My neck, head, and face are released and relaxed. My mind is calm, my breathing is even, and I am completely relaxed. Bring awareness back to your body. Begin to awaken it, gently moving your fingers and toes. Reach your arms overhead and lengthen the body, taking a nice deep breath. Gently roll to your side and slowly press back up to a seated position. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Namaste.